everybody. This is Rhonda with Rhonda's Repurposed Home Decor. Please come in and say hello. Let me know when you are here. If you see that live red button, you're live. If you don't, then you're on a replay. I appreciate if you put hashtag replay in the comments for me. So come in and let me know you are here. Y'all spread the vine, as I say. Share me out, and let's get some people in here. We are going to get me over here on my iPad. You see what we're doing? Let's get this finished up, guys. Here I am. I am live. Comments. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Sandra. Hey. So let's get this finished up. Okay, so guys, we worked on the top, the hat box. What's today? Today's Wednesday night. Happy Wednesday night, everyone. So Tuesday night, I worked on the bottom section on Craft Around the Clock, and that's what I got done there. And then Monday night, we did the lid, right? We did the lid. So it still needs the top coat on it, and you guys see there's a little bit up here, right, that lines up with the leaves in the front. Let me get this turned around, and you can see where it lines up on there, okay? And I had mentioned that the leaves and all would kind of go up on the top, right? So there's that, right? I think this is turning out so pretty, y'all. So tonight, what we've got to do, I've already put the top coat on, or one on the bottom, okay? So the next thing we got to do is, I've got some more decals, okay, of roses, and I'm going to put like, I'll have to figure it out, kind of like, you know, one right here, a couple of them right here, and then a couple of them like over here. So it's kind of like, you know, in 3 places or whatever. So I do have some roses that we're gonna put on. And then I've got our pearls that I didn't get on there last night or yesterday afternoon on Craft Around the Clock. So this is gonna be going around the bottom of the gold. And I just got in and put the second coat of the gold on. And so that's gonna be going down there, guys, on that. And then we've got some bling to do up on the top. So what is going on? Spread you out. Yes. Okay, so what's that? So like I said, this still needs a top coat on here. So I'm wondering if I might do that now before and let it dry while we're doing the other stuff. And I'm just going to put it on the top here because, you know, I did have it, and I don't know where it is now. Okay, here it is, under here. I've got a jewelry piece that we're going to put up on there. And I do have some stickles that we have that I might put up. Whoo, this stuff smells. And I was told soap and water gets this stuff out. I kept this brush, but it doesn't get all of this, all this varnish out. It does not. But we're going to go ahead and get the top coat put on here so that this could be drying while we're doing the other. And then, whoo, that's stinky. And then it won't matter what, you know, I won't have to kind of paint around stuff or something like that with putting the stuff on. So guys, happy Wednesday, middle of the week. What have you all been working on? I got in and was kind of deciding on what I was wanting to get ready for our auction, not this Friday, but next Friday, and kind of going through some stuff there earlier. And then Kathy came on, and then I have to sit down when I watch Kathy. You know, I can't have other stuff going on, or else I can't concentrate on what she's doing. And so that's one person that I will stop what I'm doing and go sit down and go and watch her. And so she came on, and then after she came on a little bit later than what she normally does for Totally Dazzled. And so she had to go and pick up her in-laws at the airport. And so she came on a little bit later. So anyway, so I was watching her, and then what was it? Nicole came on. So then I got to watching her. You know, you get to watching everybody, and then you don't get your own work done. And that's what I have a big problem with, guys. I will be the first to admit that that is a big problem of mine. Oh, and you know what I just now remembered? I don't know if we had any more wrinkles pop up or crinkling pop up. I was going to put some more, okay, so there's the top coat. And this has to be, it's not water. You can't put the water top coat on this with the step 1 and step 2. It's better to have a solvent-based top coat. But I did not look and see if we had any more crackling on here. And I just now thought of it, but it's on there now. I don't know if I could get any on there, you know, now or not, but it looks good. It looks real good. So let me give this a quick dry for just a minute. For just a minute, let me read some comments here. The angel, I know. Yeah, she got 3 of those all on, what's it called? Facebook Marketplace. So she found a steal on that. Found a steal because she got 3 of them. Woo, that stuff is stinky. Okay, so we will put this aside. Okay, so these pearls here I got at Hobby Lobby. And let me pull out this receipt. I still have the receipt in here. So there, it's $2.99 a yard. So yeah, $3 a yard for it. That you can get at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so let me pull this off. I'm going to pull this over here to just let it dry while we work on the rest. Okay? But there's the top. So let me put that over here. And let it dry. Okay, guys, so like I said, we got the front done on there, okay? I've already got the top coat put around here, okay? And then I've got my flowers here that I want to put over here on this side somehow or another. And what I'm going to do, what is that? Pink. What I'm going to do is, I've got 2 flowers, and I don't know if I'm going to do 2 flowers on the other side or just the 1 flower. I do have 4 total, but I know I'm going to have this one over here on this side, and then I'm going to have these 2 over here. So, hi Robbie from Boho Shabby Shack. We are making, it's like a hat box, or if you wanted to, you know, put it out for decoration and just have it. A lot of people I will see will have these, and it's like wood, guys. It's not yeah, it's not cardboard or anything like that. This is like wood or whatever. But mementos in it, keepsakes in it, or you know, anything like that you want to put in it. Okay, so, but let me see. I know I had here it is. I know I had this somewhere, and let me kind of figure out where I think I want to have this here and this up here kind of, and then Man, that place is gonna bug me now. I've got a little tiny pink or something on there. I don't know how that got on there, but I've got to cover it up because it's gonna bug me. And then, and then I'll just have to go back and put a top coat over it. But that's all right. That's all right. Now it's covered. Otherwise, it's gonna bug me. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put this one on the bottom. I think I want to do it something like this. Put this one here, okay? And then this one I'm gonna have come up because I've got a couple of stems here. And so I thought about maybe putting this where a couple of them go over this flower. And then I think I'm gonna cut these ones off so that that rose can be on the top of that. And then put some other, I've got a little thing like this, and there's just a little single thing there. If I need to cut a couple of these off, I could cut a couple of those off and stick in places. But I think that's what I want to do with this right here. So let me get this one put on first, okay? And let me get set up here. Okay, so this is going to go right about here. Okay. All right. So we're going to stick that on there. And guys, these transfers are from Redesign. They're from Redesign. And they are delicate roses. So delicate roses are these, okay? So let's get this scraped on here. Then we'll get the leaves put on. There's a little divot thing right there where they put the wood together. So let's see, Natalie, was it you yesterday that was trying to make your mother-in-law or your mother, somebody, a gift for Mother's Day? What have you guys all got going on for Mother's Day? Okay, so then, once you think you've got it down, pull it up easily. Because if you see a little tiny piece that did not go down, all you got to do is put it back down and rub. Put it back down and rub. Okay, then what I do is I flip this over on the shiny part and I just bring that down. Make sure it's all down on there, okay? So there's the one. So Mother's Day gift. Yeah, how's it coming? How's it coming? Okay, so then I want to put this on next. But what I think I'm going to do is cut those top rows or these top leaves off of this and put them somewhere else. So I'm going to cut this off like so. Pull this off. And that's one good thing, guys, about these. You can cut them however you want to do it. Okay? So this is going to be like right down in here. And let me see. This rose is pretty big. Let me bring it over a hair more. And that's going to go right up on there. Okay. So let's put that right there. Okay. Get that put on. So let's see, Natalie, what are you, Mother's Day gift? Yes. Did you get it finished or are you still working on it? My son called and told me that he's going to be over on Saturday. He wants his dad to help him put something in his, he's got to take his front wheels off, I think, and something behind there. It's not his brakes, something else back in there that the mechanic told him, you know, he needs to have replaced or whatever. And so him and his dad are going to work on that Saturday. And then, okay, so this rose is going to go up on here. Okay. So that's going to be like that. Okay. And so I don't know. And he said he's going to spend the night and do his laundry. And then we'll go out somewhere for Mother's Day for eating or something like that. Okay, so let's get this one put on. And then we've got these other things that we can poke around and put in little places of however you want to. Okay, so see, that didn't stick right there, so just put it back down and put it back. Scrape it off. Okay. Okay, all off. Turn the paper over. Just wipe that down. Okay, so see that now? Kind of look like that, okay? And now, let me see what else we want to do. Hi, Gay. We had bad weather Saturday night, I believe it was. I think it was Saturday night that we had some pretty bad weather. And then we were told all week we were supposed to get some rain, and it didn't rain today. It didn't rain yesterday. Now, yesterday was really windy. Yesterday was real windy. Okay, so we've got that, right? Now, let's get these other little things in here and kind of see where we want to kind of attach some of this. I do have this rose thing here. I don't know if I can, I probably should have put that down first and have this pop up behind that. That would have been a good idea. That would have been a good idea. But, okay, so I think what I'm going to do is cut this flower or this leaf out, and I'm going to stick one over here, I do believe, to come out this side. And stick it right there. So yeah, we haven't had any more though. And I've got it right up above or right along that rose so that it looks like it's going to come out from behind that rose right there. Okay. All right, pull it up very carefully. Make sure it's all down. Turn that over. Okay, so that leaf looks like it's kind of coming out from behind it, right? Okay, now, this thrown away. Okay, so I've got these little leaves here that we cut off of this, and I can either, I don't know if I probably can't lift that up at all to feel like we've got some coming out maybe here. Maybe I can put, well, wait a minute. Let me see, I've got this great big one, but I don't, let's see if I can get this. I think I'd have to cut it down. I think I'd have to cut it down some for that, but I want I need something up here. So let me see what I can do with this. Because I want this to kind of come up from behind those right there. Okay. Let's get these put on right here. That's one bad thing when you get the transfers and you've got little tiny pieces like this of trying to get them in there. And if you've got like a little stem, you've got to kind of hide it, you know, to where it looks like it's, you know, part of that piece or whatever, right? Okay. So that comes out like right in there, okay? And then, do we want to try and stick this in here somewhere? I should have put that down and put this down and had those pop up behind it, but that's okay. All right, but I do want to use some of these. So I think I might take this and cut it off in here and attach this down here so I have something here. And then those other leaves we can cut up and use somewhere else. Okay, so let me see how I want to do this. Let me cut this down more. Okay, so I wonder if I get it up on there. I'm wanting something right here. I'm wanting something right there. Let me see. I may need to just cut some of these and take them off, because I'm going to come right here with one. Okay, get that off. Those three might be too big. I don't know. They might be a little too big, so I can cut some of that off. Okay, so then I've got this other little one here. Let me see if I can cut this right down to that little stem. Come around this other one. And if I can come off down here somewhere. Cut this off. Because if I can get it to where it kind of looks like part of it. There we go. Okay. Put that down there. Okay. All right, and now I think, do I want to put another one? Where do I need another one, guys? Hello, hello, Bonnie. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that leaf off of that. Let me see what y'all are saying. Let me have you take a look at this. Fun. Nothing breaks. Still painting and nothing breaks. The sun is out here. Hey, Dottie, welcome in. Hello, hello. Okay, so we've got this, and I have another one here. Do I want to kind of put another one here so that it doesn't look like it's all alone right there? Let me think, let me think. No, I don't like that there. What do I want to do? And it's too big for that. I wonder if I could cut one of these buds off and put it on there. That's what I'm going to do, because that does look a little funny. Let me cut one of these buds off. And put it right on this one. And then it looks like there's a bud coming off of this, and I like that. Okay, so I like that. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Then that doesn't look so awkward that it's that little leaf looked like it needed something on the top, and now it does. Okay. All right. So now we've got that on there. Okay. I like that. All right. So now I've got one more of those. I've got one more. I want to do something. Where do I need something? I feel like I need something else down here or something. Should I put that down there? I feel like I need something right there. Okay. Or I've got a bigger leaf here. All right. Okay, so this is going to be in that crease thing, right? I'm going to put it right up next to that line of the other flower, of the other rose leaf. Put that on there, run it along this, then come up on here and rub it on the gold. Okay, and hopefully, now it may tear a little bit right there, but it's okay. Nothing you can do about that, but okay. So that gets the two right there. I like that better. Okay, what else? What else? So I do have three more. These are kind of big though, but I do have one of these. What if I put it, what if I cut it and put it up in there? I think I'm going to cut it. Well, shoot, I can't get it up on there, so it's gonna have to come down a hair. Do you guys like that up there? Should I put this up here? I don't think I wanna. Is that good? Do you think that's good, or do I need something else? So here's the front. There's the front. And then I've got this over here. And then we're going to put another set over here. Okay. All right, let me see. Does it need something else? Real leaf tear. Real leaf tear. Huh? Hi, Denise. Welcome in. The decals, they came from Redesign. Redesign, and they were the delicate roses. So Redesign. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave that for the moment. But I kind of feel like I need something up there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for the moment. I'm gonna leave that for the moment. Come back to it and see. So let's get the other side on. Let me get this stuff put up. But what are you saying, Natalie? Real leaf. Real leaf, you're saying. Hi, Marie. Hello, hello. A real life leaf have tips. Yes, all of them have tips. All of mine have the leaves, you mean with the tips on it or whatever? Yeah, they all do. They all do. Under the rose, like this one. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Okay, let me see. Because I do have this other little tiny stem here. I do have this, I thought about that. I do have this other little stem, and I could cut a little one right there and see. Oh, wait. I do have these. I forgot I had this. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me cut, let me cut a little of this stem off here and see if I put it under here, and then I might can get a tiny little leaf. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Let me see. I've got a little tiny stem I cut off of there. Okay. All right. So I put a tiny little stem under it, but let me see. I feel like it needs a little, leaf. So let me see. Let me put the other side on first, because these leaves are I feel like they're too big for this. And I mean, like I could maybe cut one off. But let me put the other side on, but I do have a little stem under it now. So it doesn't kind of look like it's, there by itself. Okay. And then, so I have this and this for the other side. So let me play with this, and then we'll see what we've got left. Okay, so here, okay, so we've got the front, this side, okay, and then this one's gonna go over here. So this, I was not sure. I have 2 flowers left, but I was thinking about just putting one. Seriously, I was just thinking about putting one. So let me see where this goes to there. So yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Right in here. Okay, so let me think about this. Let me cut some of this off of here, because this is really big. These are really big here. And so I can put some of this down along with this flower and have it like it's coming up behind it, right? Like it's coming up behind it. So let me see about... Let me see this. Okay, so if I don't want it down off of there yet. So if I come here, come up to that, I have my flower here and have it, those come up kind of behind that one. I could cut this one off and not put this one. And then I need a stem or something for this. Okay, so I think that's what I want to do here. Because I've also got this stem here that I can put behind here. I've also got that one. Okay, so let me cut this down. Let me cut, because I can't go up to those pearls. So, I mean, they've got to go right to that and right to that. And then, okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this right here. Then I'm going to cut both of these off. And I'm going to stick this on there. I'm going to come back with one of these and stick, I think. All right. We're winging it, guys. We're winging it. Okay, so let me get this on here. Get this up on there. Okay, so that's got to go right there and there. Okay. Ooh, I'm hot, y'all. Hey, Daryl, will you turn down the air? Y'all, I get in here and I freeze him out. Hi, Susie. Welcome in. Hi, Mary. We are finishing up a hat box or a keepsake box. Will you turn down the air another notch? Sure. I'm breaking out in a sweat.
It's cold out here.
I'm breaking out in a sweat. Okay, so that little tiny piece didn't come off. There we go. Now it is. Okay, and just keep coming down. Coming down. Okay, turn this over. Make sure it's all down. Okay, now this rose will be up here. But what I'm thinking of is I need a stem, but I can come off with this if I want. I could bring this out over here because it was too long. It was too long to go out. But look at that. So I could put that right there. I could, wait a minute. Let me think. If I use this for the stem of this flower, what about that? And then you've got some leaves up over that, and then that would go there. It's hard to tell when you've got, you know, all the paper around it and all that, I know. But if I put that there, and this rose going over both, do you guys like that? So I've got that there. This will be here. This flower would come off of that. Okay, and then I can come back and put this back here. And I've got another one that I can put off that way. Do you guys like that? Okay, so I'm liking that. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so let me put this down first. It was too high. Cut this stem down. Okay, so we are going to fling this one way out, but I'm going to put it right down here with that other stem. See that? And it matches up perfect. Okay. So let's get this one on first. And then we'll get that other one on. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Dottie, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a little bit here. How you doing, girl? Okay, so see, look at that. You can't even tell that that got cut off of there and was put on, right? Flip this over, put that on. Okay, so now I'm going to come up with this one and put this one on. And let me think. So this is going to be right up in there. But part of this is going to be cut off. Okay, so I'm going to have this be like right in there. So, hi Helen, hi Sybil. Welcome in, guys. We are putting down a transfer right now on a hat box or a memorabilia box or whatever you want to put in it, a decor box that you could just set out somewhere. You don't necessarily have to have anything in them. I see people with these type of things like up in their bathrooms or their bedroom TV cabinets or something like that. Okay. All right, and then this will be cut right there. Will not come on. Well, come on. I don't want you on there. Tear it off of there. Okay. Flip this over. Make sure it's all on. Okay, so now we've got this rose to come on here, right? And then I do have another little one that we can come out over here if we wanted, but let me see. Let me see. So it kind of looks like a stem can come off like right in there. So if I did that, put that right on there, I could come out with another one of these out over here. Let me do that. Let me cut this other little one off. Okay, so I'm going to come off of this one here though and come off right in the front of that. Okay. So y'all see kind of what I'm doing? Y'all kind of get the gist of how this all kind of works and all that good stuff? Okay. right, so then that gets that out over there. Okay, so now let's get this rose on here somehow or another. All right, so let me see. I'm going to come out with it right there. It's kind of a big rose, but that's all right. I didn't have anything smaller, so, and roses were going on this because that's what matched the top. So, and I do find one thing, that is when it's going over another decal, it's really weird how sometimes it just doesn't want to stick down on another one. And this one is going to give me a little bit of problems. There it goes. Okay. All right. Flip it over. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now, let me sit down for a minute. Okay, so now we can stick some leaves. I've got some leaves here now that we can kind of play around with both areas. So I definitely feel like it needs something down here for sure. Do have one more of those, but I don't think I'm going to use this on that. So let's look at some of these leaves here. Let me see what y'all are saying. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm doing well. Are you guys, how are you guys doing? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're Daryl working, same, and puttering around the house, and you know. All right, so let me see. These leaves are really huge, but I've got one extra one here. I've got these here. Let me see. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like if I do the two, coming off of that, what do y'all think? Let me see. That is not a very pretty face, is it? I'm looking at that there. So we've got the front, and then we've got that side so far, and now we're working on this side. So let me see. So those are all a lot smaller, but I do have this extra little one here. If I wanted to stick this rosebud in here. I can definitely do that. What if I feel like it can come, what if I come out with it like it's coming out behind here? This rose puddle. Okay, I think I like that. So let me see. Let me cut this. Okay, so I think cut this. All right. And I'm gonna make it like it's coming out from behind that flower. I'm gonna come up with it a little bit, and I'm gonna cut this at the angle of, oh, well, okay, it did it already. Okay. That's stuck on there. I didn't even have to hardly do anything. Okay. So I come up with that little stem right there off of that, up here. Okay, so we get rid of that stem. All right, so I like that, and it's right there off of that. But do I want to cut one of these small ones? Is that it? Is that all that I got? Yes. Okay, so I feel like I need a leaf off of it though. So let me cut this little one off of here. Oh, wait a minute. I thought about putting it over here. Let me see. I did think about putting those two right here. Because it definitely needs more leaves. So let me cut this one off. It definitely needs more leaves over here. But these ones are so big. I feel like those are too big to put over here on this side. I feel like they're just huge. What do you think? All right, let me see this. So I cut the two off here. And if I put it where it's coming off of this. Okay, so I like that. Okay, so I like that. All right, so let me get that on there. Guys, this is just kind of playing around and just seeing, you know, kind of what you can do. All right, so I think I feel like I need to cut a little bit more of that stem off. Now let me put it right there. There's a little knot right there. I'm going to put it right there. And have it come up and over the leaf and right on that knot. Okay, so can you guys see okay? You guys? Okay, so that came right off of that knot right there. It came right up on there, so I like that. I like that. Okay. And I've got two single leaves here that I've got left. I could put one on top, one on the bottom, something like that. Let me see what these will look like. If I put this, let me see. Let me see. that one there, and that one on there. Okay, let me do that. And then it looks like it's coming off over here on this one. Okay. Y'all liking this? I think it is, Annelle. Hi, Carolyn. I think it's... Hey.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm on a live. Can I call you back?
Oh, I tried to check and I didn't see you. Okay,
Oh.
Thanks, bye.
All right, bye. Sorry about that, guys. She's out walking probably, and usually when she goes out walking, she calls me. Okay, so that gets that right there. Okay, and then we'll have this one coming off right on there. Coming off right on it. Okay. All right. Now, do you guys think it needs... The rose is already on there, yes. Yes, I've already got the rose down on there. Okay. That's pretty. What do y'all think? That's pretty. I like it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it, y'all. Okay, so let's see. I like that. Yep. Okay, so I think I like that. I got it a little close to the front. I should have had it back a little bit more, but there's that one, and then there's that one. All right, so let's see. I've got these leaves left. Get this cleaned up. I have these leaves left, but I think they're just kind of too big, and I don't know. I don't think I want to just stick them on there like that. So I think that's going to be good. So we'll put a top coat over that. So there's that one. That's going to be the front. Okay, and then that's the side. And then we've got those two. Oh, I thought about putting a little leaf on this one, didn't I? I might cut one of these little ones off and put down here. Because that's about the only thing that I could do with that. So here goes my chair, guys. Okay, so what I think I might do, I'm going to cut both of these off. Put those over there because I got these two. And what I'm going to do is cut one, and I'm going to put it down here on this stem, I think. I want to put it down here because remember we had that stem, and so I can either, what if I do it I think I'm going to do it this way. I think. No, I don't like that. Yee, come back, come back. one's even bigger. Okay, I'm going to come off with it here. I'm going to come off with it right down here. Off of that stem right in front of those roses. Okay. Y'all getting it? Okay, so I put one right there on that stem. Okay, then I've got one more, and I kind of thought about, let's cut this one off and we could put it up here. And we'll put this one right on there. Okay. Then that's kind of got a leaf on that. I don't know if I'm liking that, but I don't think there's anything else I can really do because I don't have anything else. Okay. Let me get this up. All I've got is a little tiny stem. And I don't, I got this little tiny, well, wait a minute. What if it's a stem? What if I make it bigger? What if I make this stem bigger instead of so thin? And that might work. Let me do that. Because that, I think that's one of the things. It just looks so small. And because I cut that other off, let me see if this will work with just getting a little bit thicker of a stem on it. Okay, I like that better. So it's just a little thicker, and that made that. Okay. So I guess that is all of that. All right. Now let's get a top coat over all of it, and then we can put the beads on it. Okay, so what do y'all think of that side? Okay. And then that. And then got that. Okay. All right, so let's get a top coat, and then we will get our pearls added to it. I'm getting stuff in here. Okay. I like it, you guys. I think it came out pretty. I kept my brush out. Probably a little hard. Okay. Get my brush in here. Soften it up maybe. Okay. Let's get it on here. All right. And I tell you what, once you get a top coat and get it all on there, it's just gonna, you know, bring it more to life, right? It's gonna bring it more to life. Okay, so Marie, you were asking if that rose was already down. Were you not liking something, or what were you gonna say? Something about it, or I don't know if you said a comment or not, but put it back in there if you did so I could see it. I think it's pretty. Have you saw the lid, haven't you, Dottie? The lid that goes on it. I already had one coat over this, but I put another one over it. Make sure it's all down. Okay, let me put another one on it. Keep going. All right, I think I got all of that really good. Get another one on this. Then we will get it dried. All right, T. Let's get it dried. All right, now I can see your comments. Let's see, what do we got going on here? You haven't seen the lid? Oh, okay. Just the one rose, yes. Y'all, allergies or something going on. Okay. Here's the lid, Dottie. So that's what the front will look like. And we put the top coat, the clear, can't be water, it's got to be that solvent. And that feels dry. But yeah, there's the lid. I know, isn't it pretty? This was a, what was this one? Decoupage Queen paper. That was a Decoupage Queen rice paper. And then we crackled it. And we put the gold print art on it. And then we put that top coat on. And then yesterday I was on Craft Around the Clock and I started doing the bottom. But we did this, you can go back and watch it. We did that on Monday night. So we were on 3 hours Monday night doing just the lid. Just the lid for 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, and then I had 45 minutes on, let me use up the rest of this. Then I had 45 minutes on Craft Around the Clock. And then it'll be a couple of hours tonight. So this piece is definitely has time in it, but you know, when you do the more, I'm just using up my stuff here. When you do more of this, you know, stuff, intricate stuff, you gotta, you know, it takes a little bit longer, right? But I think it's going to be really pretty. And guys, this will be for sale. I am not keeping it. It will be for sale. Okay, I think I got all the way around. I do believe. Yes. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now, let's get in and put the pearls. So we've got the pearls that we got to put on the bottom half. But I love how the top turned out. It is so pretty. Okay. All right, so let me see if I can get this off. Get it put aside. Yeah, you guys see how all that come? Okay, so now let's get this put on. And we're gonna start back here. And I'm gonna use my, not that. Let me see, where's mine? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna use my fabric tack on it, guys, and put that on there. And for their Kentucky Derby hat, yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be for that. It could be, you know, just memorabilia. You know, it could be out for just decoration, you know, just any of that. Any of that. Okay, so I'm going to start this back here. And guys, like I said yesterday, this has had nails in it. It had nails in it. And I had Daryl take those out. I had Daryl take those out. And so this is just going to go right on top of where those nails all came out. And guys, if you have never used Fabri-Tac, I'm telling you, it holds. It holds your stuff. Dottie, you remember when we were at the Beth and Randy's event, and I put that knob up on the top of Shayna's thing that we were doing, and I was like, no, I am getting this wooden topper off, and it's going to go down on the bottom of my wood. And you remember I smacked it down on the table, and everybody turned around to look to go, what was that? So, because I tried just prying it off with my hands, twisting and turning, and no, it was not coming off. Oops, don't want one of my hair in there. It was not about to come off. And, but I got it off of there. I got it off of there. Okay, keep going. Okay. I'm trying to lean it so that I don't hit them on the other side because I don't want them to move. And I hope I got enough. Oh, I might have one too long. Okay, let me see. So I got to cut one off. And then let me see if I could pull it together at all so that it doesn't look so. There you go. Such a big gap there. Okay. All right, there's that. Oh, I feel like I got something accomplished today, guys. I feel like I got something accomplished. Okay. So there's that. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Is that not beautiful? Okay. So now we've got this. And see, that's the thing too. You got to line up. See, those have got the leaves right there, right? Those are leaves lined up for this. Okay, so those are lined up for that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Now, let me get this out of the way. Okay, so I've got this, and I want to put this, maybe, I want to put this all right, guys, there is a stone or something. What is that? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. And I've got this, and it's got a pearl in it, and I want to put that right there. So I need to pry this back off. You guys, I don't know what it is. The bronze is harder to get off. Like, I can just peel it right off of the gold and the silver, but the bronze, it's just harder to peel off. So I want to put that piece right there. And then I am thinking I do have some stickles. If we wanted to go around, like maybe the clock we can go around. And then do we want to do any, I mean, I'm thinking yes. Because you know me. All right, let me put this up. And I'm kind of thinking the brown color in this. Let me see. I've got this color. Let me see it here. Let me get one of these out here. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking, let me see if this is the same. This color is a yellow. And I was thinking, what's number 4? Oh, number 4 is an orange. Okay, so what's yellow is number, wait. 4 is orange. Okay, what's number 5? 5 is yellow. Okay, so I was kind of thinking, or we could do all clear ones. What do y'all think of clear ones? Like that. Those aren't clear, but I kind of thought about maybe putting it on each of the time. Well, you go do that, Dottie. You go do that. You go open up another bottle. Because this has got clear and this has got clear. So this is just a little bit of a yellow. Let me see. Let me put a couple of these out. Whoa. So much for a couple. Let me get a couple of these maybe. I don't want to spill them all. Okay, so then if we put just a little thing, what I thought about on each of these, can you guys see that? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, so if I put one of these on like each number here, is what I thought about doing. Now, if you could see those. Okay, so let's do that. So let's get this down. Let me see, where does this hit? So kind of all over. I think I've got a little bit of hot glue. I've got some hot glue. Okay, got that there. Okay. All right, let me wipe this off, and then let's put them all around that clock, because I do like that around the clock. Okay. So, can you guys see? Okay, let me put you down a little bit more here. All right, so I'm just going to put a dab of this B7000 on each of these numbers. All right. Oh, that one way back here. That light is shining right on this, so it's kind of hard to tell where they're at. And guys, those that are on here, not this Friday, but next Friday, we're having an auction sale. The 17th. The 17th, we're having an auction sale. So mark your calendars. Put exclamation point hashtag, or exclamation hashtag, exclamation point notify, so that you can get notified. All right, so let me pull that up to you guys. Okay. So there's that. All right. Now, what I thought about was some stickles, also some gold going around that, and possibly going around this little thing here. But do I want to put any diamonds in any of this? The other thing I thought about doing was on the antiques here, filling antiques all up with this, spelling out antiques with that. But should I put any on roses? I'm kind of thinking no on the roses. I think once I get maybe the stickles, what did I do with it? Once I maybe get the stickles around that, and maybe some around this little thing. I don't know, what is this? Oh, I could put some around that. That looks like a necklace or something. It's got a little heart right there. I could do that. So let's get this down. Let's get this down off of here. Unless you guys can see it better, I don't know. Let's get this off. Okay. And then let's get well, I'm just, wanting to do something different that I just have not. I've not done any. This is my first. This is my first hat box. I've never done a hat box before, and so I just want to make sure that it's all done up good. Let me see. Roses, crazy spell check. No on the road. Oh, okay. I was like, what? What is she talking about? What's she talking about? Okay, so if I did this, now, the one thing is one side of the letter is fat, the other side is not. And let me see. So that's going to have to go in the middle. Everything is wanting to stick to this. It's not. I need to get some wax off of here. I mean, we can stop. We can definitely stop. Susie, are you wanting this? Okay, let me turn this around here. Let me see. I don't know if I like it, guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see it good enough. So I'm kind of second guessing myself here. I don't know. I'm going to say no because I don't feel like you see. I don't think you're going to see it spelled. So I don't like that. So Susie, you won there. Yeah, I don't. like how it just, or at least not with those, I don't. Okay, so we'll leave those off of there. And then Marie said no on the roses, so we'll leave that off of there. Okay, but what I do want to do, so let me put these back in here. What I do want to do is some some stickles then. And then I think we'll be good then. So let me do some stickles because I want to do it around that. All right, where'd my lid go for this? Here. I need to look on Amazon and I need to find the stickles in like a clear. Because this is glue glitter and it doesn't puff up like this does. It doesn't puff up like this. So let me get this down. All right, so what I want to do is just come around. Let me do this. Come around the clock here with this. And then I think what I'm going to do is the little heart that's on the necklace here. Come on. Well, because I'm going to have to see, it's been a while since I've used this, but I'm thinking the stickles stays puffy and doesn't go flat like the glue. I don't think it goes flat like the glue. Whoa. All right. What you do with that, because it does not matter, is you take it off. You get too much on there, you take it off. All right. Y'all, scared me. Scared me. Okay, let's try it again. Oh my gosh, it's going to do it again. All right, so let me see if I could spread this out. If you get too much, you can use a brush. And fan it out, but I don't want it wider. There we go. I don't want it wider than, you know, the other stuff. Now it's really coming out, and it's coming out thicker. All right. Okay, I'm just checking and making sure that I've got all of it, you know, all of the no holes or anything. I feel like I got a little. All right. So if you do, just take your brush and just, you know, move it around there. Get it in the area that you want. And you can see, you get the light on, you can see where you missed. This thing is not being cooperative tonight. Okay. There's that. But as long as it is still wet, guys, you can play with it and move it around to, you know, where you want it and all. But once it dries, you know, then of course, no, you can't. But, okay. So I think I got all of that. Y'all are seeing the top of my gray hair, aren't you? Okay, so I got that around there. I want to do around the heart here. It like either doesn't want to come out or it's stuck or something. So why not use this over here that I poured out to a big glob. All right. Yeah, but it's like it doesn't want to come out, and then it's like, boom, a big gush of it comes out. But that's all right. You could squirt a little bit of it out on your plate and just pick it up with your brush, guys. Just, okay, so there's a little bit on that heart. Okay. Because you could, there's a little spiral thing. You guys can't really see it, but there is a little spiral thing here. I'm gonna, and there's a little bead. There's a little bead. I'm gonna put one on the little bead on each part of this little necklace. There and there. And then that will be on that necklace. Okay. And then let's get in and get the, I want to make sure that looks like a heart before I go on. All right, and I think I want to put a little bit around whatever this little thing is here. I'm not sure what it is, but I want to put a little bit around that. I don't know if it's like a picture in it or if it is, it doesn't look like another clock. It doesn't look like it's another clock. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me pull this up to y'all and so you could see it. Pull this around here. Okay. So I got all of that. Should I do the hands? I could do the hands with this. So I got the heart. I got this little thing, whatever it is. Let me do the hands on here. Should I do the hands? You're going to have to charge a lot of money for this. Go to therangers.com for best stickle prices. Ranger, okay. Oh, it does fly flat overnight? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let me hold this up. So you see there's a little heart right there. And you guys can see there's a little scrolly thing like for the necklace. I don't know if you could really see that. Then we've got the watch and then whatever this little thing is over there. So, so I could do the hands. Should I do the hands? And then I think I'm done, y'all. We're leaving. Yeah, because this just like, or nothing. Pours out or nothing. Now I don't know where my lid is. Probably fell down on the ground somewhere. Okay. I don't know. All right, so I'll have to look for that. I'll have to look for that. But, guys, I like it. I think it came out really pretty. I am very pleased with how this came out. I mean, I really am. I really am. So we won't do anything to these down here. We won't do anything to these down here. But this is the front. And we've got top coats over it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, so can you guys think of anything else? I mean, I love it. So there you got the top. And you got all the sides and those pearls. I wished I would have come over a little bit more. I wish this was over about here, but it's all right. It's okay. That should have been over a hair more, but hey, you know. Nothing else. It's beautiful. Well, thank you. I am pleased with how this has turned out. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. And I'm very pleased with this piece. But guys, like I said, if you're not on my notifications, get in on my link tree. So you can sign up for when I come on live, or you could put exclamation point notify. You can also put exclamation point follow age, so you know how long you have. You could put the exclamation point link tree, and then that'll get you to my link tree to put you on Telegram. I think, yeah, you could put exclamation point Telegram also, and that will get you signed up also. So, but let me see if I have missed any questions, you all. It's looking beautiful. Thank you, Sandra. Do you have a Kentucky hat? Didn't you go to Dina and Kenny's thing? You went to the Kentucky Derby, didn't you? This is gorgeous. You will have to charge. Yeah, I've got, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 45 minutes. I think I saw her use Liquitex. Liquitex. You're having wine also? I was doing the dishes. Did you know what you were putting in the auction? Cheers, says Dottie. No on the, you said rooster, but no on the roses. It dries, it takes a long time for stickles. That's why you want to use stickles last, because it takes a long time to dry. Is the crown right here? Are you talking that crown? Yes. Yep. I gave you 5 stars. Oh, well, thank you, thank you. I don't know, how do you do that? I see other people put on people's pages, oh, I gave you 5 stars or whatever. I don't know what that means. I don't know, like, how you do that. I don't know. But thank you for that. Hi, Jane. It's beautiful. I know. I'm very pleased. But yeah, this is going to be, the crown will be in the auction. Guys, look at this piece. Look at this piece. And all of the, I spent some hours putting all the rhinestones. You got stickles in that also. You can't really see it, but there's stickles all over in her hair and down in her dress. I don't know if you can see all that. But yeah, so, but this, this will be up. So, yes. Is there anything where you add notifications? Oh, where I add notifications? Okay. I know that, that is not, I'm not beach theme at all. And that was something that, is out of, normal of what I do. But when I saw that paper, that is Repurposed paper. It is so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, I have to get that and I have to do something with it. And so, yeah. But the red, white, and blue stuff, that'll be going out there. And so I've got the church. You remember the church that we made? That's going to be going out there. So, yeah, well, I don't know if I could flip you around. Let me see if I can get you off of here, guys. Let me see if I can get you off of here. Because we've got, okay, let me flip you. Okay. So without showing you my dirty, let me close this up here. So look at here. So we've got that piece. You remember that piece? And then you guys, I have got all of this. That bottle's going to be going in. That bottle there's going to be going in. I'm going to be putting the, that's Repurposed paper. That's going to be going in. Okay, here's our church. I've got to get this. I've got to get that put on there. Or leave it off. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this on for sure. But so I've got that. I've got this cross. Y'all, that's going to be going in there. That picture frame. This lamp. Okay, I've got this lamp going in there. All of that I've got to pack up because that I've shown and it hasn't sold. But yeah, the lamp's going to be going in there. And guys, I still have, so let me do this real quick. Okay. Let me go back to me. Hello. And let me go back to this. Okay. So the crown is going to be going in there. I've got to finish this bottle up. I got to finish that bottle up, but that's going to be going in. That's going to be going in. That's going to be going in. That. And that, and I've got another piece that I'm making to go along with this one. So those will be going in. And then let me take you out, guys, and let me just show you all of this stuff. We're going to be going in the dark. I'm live. Okay. All right, so guys, see all of this? I've still got. So if there is something that you see, so, you know, some of this is going to be going and some of it's not. I'm going to be putting that in. I'm going to be putting that bottle in. So I've got that. Look at the Western sign down there. I've got that Western sign. I've got a doggy suitcase here, guys. I'm going to put that up for sale also, or that is for sale. But this is a doggy. It's a doggy. This is a doggy bed. So if you've got a small doggy, let me see if I can remember how to open it. Okay, I made this, guys. I made this, okay? So you've got little pockets here to put the toys in. This blanket comes out. Look, I redid the inside here. It's all redone. This is a vintage, it's a vintage suitcase. So that's going to be going out. And then, guys, I've got this stuff here. She's going to be going in. She's going to be going in. This is going to be going in. My resin. But yeah, so I've got all of this stuff. Now see that I took the flowers out of. That did not sell last time. So, but this is going to go in. So it kind of gives you an idea. Look at here. This is for wine. That's a wine box, guys, there that I redid on, I believe I did that on a live. So, yeah. But, yeah, so I've got lots of stuff. I just got to decide. I just got to decide on what I'm going to do. Let me flip you back. Don't like that room out there. It keeps disconnecting. All right. Back in my room. Back in my messy room. I've got all my Easter stuff down here, and so I've got to get that all put up. But yeah, I've got this stuff up here. Those are gonna be in it. So yeah, there's lots of stuff, guys. You wish you had a smaller dog? I know. I know. It turned out really cute, and it took me like 6 to 8 hours to make that, because I tore it, you know, inside all out, and then I measured all that stuff, and I mean, gluing it all in there. I mean, it looks good. It looks really good. So, I really need to get that sold. But hi, Georgianne. Hello, hello. Can only get a few things at a time. Hey, I totally understand that. I totally understand that. The cross, it has the option to rate. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Hello, hello. So yeah, guys, so you got to see, you know, some of the stuff that I've got that, you know, will be going up. So if there's something specific, let me know. So I know, Natalie, you're looking at wanting that, the crown there. So yeah, but anything that is like spring or 4th of July, anything like that, I'm gonna, put up. I know for sure that. So, but yeah. And I've got that, wing tray. I did that. Reba Rose came on that night, and I had the wings on there on the turquoise tray down here, and so I got to get the top coat put on that. But yeah, so that kind of gives you an idea, guys. I've got a ton of stuff. And so, thank you, Jane. Thank you very much. I try, I try to do different stuff. I like doing, if I can find cool, unique pieces that, that I can find like at Goodwill or thrift stores or, especially antique places, especially antique, then, I love picking up stuff like that. And so like that piece over there, I loved that piece. And that came from an antique store. That floral de lis, I believe I purchased that at an antique store. And then I put all the rhinestones on that. So that's got a lot of detail in it too. The auction is going to be the 17th, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time. So 7 p.m. So it's a Friday night. So we're going to do a Friday night auction this time. The last couple I've done on Sundays, but I'm going to do a Friday night this time. So that way we've got Saturday and Sunday to, get things, find boxes and get them packaged up and all of that. So that way, because when we do it on Sunday night, then Daryl's at work Monday and Tuesday. And so, that's really not what he wants to come home and do after he gets off of work. And he's a lot better at that than I am. I don't understand getting on and figuring out the packaging and all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to give it a try Friday night. So not this Friday, but the following Friday. So guys, let me get you back up here and hopefully not letting you exit, and showing you what we did tonight. And so, yes, so we've got that tonight. We've got this beautiful box that we have done up. And so you can put memorabilia in it or a hat. You could do whatever. But the inside I've got to wipe out. Guys, the inside was already painted this black. So it's in good condition. I just got to wipe out, the dirt and all of that. But I love how the top turned out. I love the crackle and all of that on there. So, but you do have to make sure you get it on there, right? To have the leaves line up. But if there's anything else, guys, just message me and let me know if there's something specific that that you want me to put in there. But yeah, there's a lot, y'all. I have a lot, and I've got to get rid of it. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, guys, have a great rest of your Wednesday. Thank you for hopping on with me. I appreciate it so much. And tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be on. I'm usually not on Thursdays, but who knows? I possibly could come on. And then Friday, I will be on, hopefully at around noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. I'm going to really want to be on at around noonish. So if I do not see you Thursday, I will see you on Friday. So y'all have a rest of your great night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Night, guys.